Got a bit of the sun in my face there. That kind of get me out of it a bit. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's okay. Had a little episode with Casey's. I can't believe they did that though. I mean, that's pretty shitty. I wasn't set up or nothing. Usually at Casey you can sit there for a couple hours. But I guess their little boy and little girl had a hissy fit about me being there. But I'm not going to push it. The cops were real nice. And if the cop says that's part of their road, oh well, I'm not going to argue with them. The cops were pretty nice, to tell you the truth. It's nice to see we still have good cops out there. Just like the one that called me the tow truck that day instead of impounding the vehicle, you know? So, good cops, attaboy. That one state trooper wanted to run, he loved running my license. He wanted the kick of calling it over the radio. I told him to make sure you call it right. Don't say Jim 420. Make sure you call it in as 420 Jim. He said he did. That's cute when they want to, run the license on the radio to get a kick out of it. He was cool. That's not the first time Kansas has, trooper had met me or nothing. I've met them before, a few of them. They've all been, knock on wood, good. What's up, Sammy? Hoya! Mr. Frankie. But that just goes to show why people should have the notifications turned on. Because I had no idea that. But thank you for reminding me that to go on YouTube, because TikTok don't save lives. I appreciate you reminding me of that. I can see all my lives. I can replay them, I think. But I'm pretty sure I can see all the lives I've done. I think I can even share them. I'd have to check, but I haven't been into doing all that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everything's okay. He told me of this restaurant parking lot where I shouldn't be harassed. It's closed down and all. I should be able to stay here until morning. I just don't want to drive in afternoon traffic and near dark. Straight across the street from, guess where? That's not the one I'm suing, though. Kind of funny how I ended up straight across the street from him, though, huh? You didn't get a clarification on what? Mr. Ray, on what? Oh, you didn't get a notification. I'm sorry. Yeah, make sure on the bell, I think there's notifications and all notifications or something. You got to make sure you had the all notification turned on, the one that turns them all on. I don't know how to do it, but there's a way. No, it's not popcorn chicken. It's Pizza Hut pizza I'm sitting next to. Yeah, yum yum. Nowhere near a Little Caesars. Damn. Be damn. Ain't that something? Hey, I'm sure you're going to tell me. Well, go ahead. Tell us, Ryan. Oh, that's a good. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. No one can spell hypodermic. You got me. I wasn't expecting that one. You got me on that one. Oh, goodness. So now I just kill. Hey, Mr. Will. Kill time waiting for Monday to come around to file the paperwork. Try and see if I can get people to sign the petition. That's about all I can do now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, we fixed the head gasket last week. Yeah, we done that last week. I'm in Wichita. Yeah, I'm almost 200 miles from where I put the head gasket in. 180, 185 miles. Or no, even farther than that. Because that's from Joplin. So, yeah, I'm well over 200 miles from Bentonville. I think. Pretty sure. It may be a temporary fix. I don't know. Yeah, I do need to find a couple of heads for it. I do need to find a couple of heads. But she's not leaking now or nothing like she was. I still got one more jug of bars to put in there if it does. I'm trying not to do that, but you know. Oh, something wrong with the gas. I was coming up on I was only getting half the gas, and yeah, probably the clutch fan not kicking on right, you know. And once it gets up there in that temperature, because these 454s, they get hot, and then the clutch fan kicks in, and it should bring it down. Well, I think with it running rough and everything, it didn't kick down. It didn't do nothing to it. I mean, I didn't get it hot or anything like that. I just pulled over and let it naturally cool down. But you know, when you pull over and they normally bubble and burp and you know that they're hot, no, it nothing like that. So I don't know, but I'm where I want to be. I can travel within the city if I have to. Now what I need to do is find out how to get a hold of Mike and Dana Golden somehow. Or someone that can help me out in Wichita. Find me a place to park for a month. Help me get a place. Whatever. After I get the place, then I'll work on the eyes. And after I get the eye appointment, I'll start working on getting the money up for the rear seal and stuff and fix the RV. You know, I'm gonna try and track down a good set of heads and everything, and have them on standby, because I think I'm going to win Walmart now. I really think I'm going to win the Walmart case here. I don't see how I couldn't, because they told me I wasn't trespassing. Now I'm being gymmed up in another state for trespass on it. So I don't see how I could lose. I mean, I already had to go to court and plead not guilty. So, you know, I already been through the arrest by ticket, and I answered the court's first summons and all that crap. So they've already done to me what they're doing to me, other than sentencing me and finding me guilty. And how the hell are they going to do that when I never trespass? You can't untrespass someone, tell them they're untrespassed, and forget to send a letter in and say, oops. You can try it, but it ain't going to work in my case. Hey, you know, that'd be a damn good thing if I ever get back out to Arizona like I want to. If I got back home, that's actually a good idea, because we have a free range town where I live in. You can walk out in the middle of the night and a cow will be right in your driveway. Yep, it's kind of cool. Yep, there'd be a cow, doggy, something just walking in your yard, whatever. Yep, it's cool. Never thought about the donkey and the gold mining, but hey, you might be onto something. Good Lord, well, the creek don't rise. Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, Texas. Shit, I wish free money. Send me some money so I can go get a shower. $18 at the truck stop. And I need a couple loads of laundry. That's $12. $30 to get a shower and do a couple loads of laundry. I can't afford it. Good thing I don't live with no one. You know? Pits and cracks and a little bit of water. That's all I can do. $18 for a damn shower. That's downright rip-off. Who's going to pay that $30 a month gym membership? I think it's more than that now, but still, who's going to pay that? I can't afford to pay it. Every penny I make goes in the gas tank and repair and keeping this on the road. It'd be nice if I could get that. Smell the green one down the block. Yeah, $1 a day. There you go. Send me one. Send me $1 a day. Hey, why should I pay for everything? You know? Isn't it enough that I do all the work? Driving around, find places to park, find people to sign the petition. I try my best. What's up, Brazil? There was a cop an hour or so ago. He told me where to park, that I'd probably be able to park for the night. I didn't know I was on Casey's parking lot. No, I haven't started to GoFundMe. I did years back and all. I've had a few. I've never hit a goal on one of them or nothing, but I'm thinking about starting one. Because now I'm here in Wichita, and I need to find a place, find out how much it's going to cost me. I'm about 8 or 9 miles from Wichita city limits. That's why I didn't really get harassed by the cops. But they have a where you can't park a RV on the street ordinance. Otherwise, I could be there. But remember, I just went through a major breakdown getting all that fixed and everything, so this month's check went real quick. If you want to help out, that's my Cash App. It's also 420-JIMS. I had enough to get here, and I got enough to buy them a big bag of dog food in the morning. So when I get on into Wichita, I'm going to make me a grocery order from Wally World and have my food, because I have food stamps, and the $20 I got saved to buy dog food with, buy a bag of dog food. I can't grow weed and be out here fighting for people's rights to be out of jail and their rights to legal marijuana. Now, when I go back to Black Canyon, Arizona next year, yeah, I'll grow my own weed. Oh, sweet car. I'll grow my own weed then. But I got to finish this tour. I'm not going to make it home this year. Maybe I can winter in Florida with my family I haven't seen in 35 plus years. I'm thinking about maybe wintering in Florida. Oh, heck, that'd be great. Anything help. I need extra money Monday because I want to file the lawsuit. And it's going to cost me to file the lawsuit. There's Lilu. What do you say, Lilu? Woof. Tell him. Tell him. Oh, tell him. Oh, you see a doggy in the car. Are you watching him? Are you watching him? Are you watching him? Tell him. Tell him you're watching him. Oh. She's watching him. Remember, he gave us every herb-bearing seed. Yeah, years ago I called it the Cannabis 2. Cannabus. It was known as a cannabis too. And of course, I'm barred from Facebook. Mark Prissy Pants don't like me. I used to hand out the little figurines, but I couldn't buy none this month. I didn't have no extra money. I've given out probably well over 1,000 of them. I wish I had more money. But hey, if you want to help with shower, laundry, sandwich, dog food, anything, I appreciate it. And people that throw a $20 donation, I'll put a decal, make a decal for you. Mr. Sean had me make that one for him when he made a $20 donation. There's some on the other side, you know. If I'm in town and you just donate a nickel, dime, dollar, whatever, I'll let people tag the RV. Maybe somebody will be watching one of these lives and say, yo, man, watch this. And they go and put a couple of dollars on my Cash App. I'll come out here and write what they want me to, live. And see, it's a mobile billboard. People write whatever they want on it. You can draw what you want, write what you want. Main thing is nobody belongs in jail for weed. What does the small plate say? What small plate, Frankie? I don't know what small plate you're talking about. Small plate. Oh, the front bumper. Oh, that's Bud's Creek motocross track. Remember when I was at Bud's Creek? I've always kept the sticker on there. Yeah, even though I repainted it twice, I've always kept the Bud's Creek sticker. I think there's one on the back too. Hey, yeah, please take a second to hit the like button and stuff. Someone sent me a few dollars. I did that Mr. Peanut Butter. I haven't heard from him in a while. Real good friends sent me $20 to do that one, $20 to do that one. Michelle and her son sent me $10 and I did that one. I like giving back. Well, good evening, South Louisiana. No, I don't do Slab City. That's for meth heads, not cannabis. You got me messed up there, man. Why do you want to mess me up on that? Man makes meth and slabs and stuff. God makes cannabis. What do you want to... Nah. I have no desires to go to Slab City. Never have and never will have any desires to go there. To each his own, you know what I mean? Not saying, not putting them down, whatever, but the stories and the people I know that have been there and all, no. No, not for me. When I get back to Black Canyon City, Arizona, my family, my daughter and grandkids live in Phoenix. Black Canyon City is my home. Plan on going back there. I wanted to go back there this year, but I got that court hearing in December. It's going to be hard to go back to Arizona, come back all the way over here for December to court, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to stay out this way. and then next year. I'll be headed, well, I'm in Wichita, Kansas now. Well, 14 miles from Wichita. I'll be in Wichita for about a month. I've got some work to do on the RV and a lawsuit to file against Walmart. And as soon as that Walmart lawsuit's settled, I plan on moving on. Go down to Florida, see my family, probably do the winter there. Come out after winter to go to Washington, D.C. If I have a bunch of signatures on the petition, I'll pull the permits and do a march. And final destination after D.C. will be Black Canyon City, Arizona. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, and if it all works out. And I hope like hell that Walmart's going to chip in between 10 and 20,000 along the way, depending on if and what lawsuits I win along the way. Two of them we'll find out in December. One of them we'll find out as soon as I can get in front of a Kansas judge here, hopefully within the next 4 weeks. That's why I'm doing it small claims. That's why I'm pricing some heads and stuff. They charged me, the one I'm filing here, they maliciously prosecuted me for trespassing. They say I trespassed at a Walmart. And the Walmart that says I trespassed, they would probably be in the right because nobody told them any better. See, none of this would happen if they hadn't have been just violating my rights and wondering who the hell I am in the parking lot. But nevertheless, in 22, I was given a trespass from Walmart here in Wichita, Kansas. The very next day, I can play you a recording on this phone of the regional manager apologizing not once, but twice, and saying that I'm welcome to come back to any Walmart. They took the trespass down. I even did. The next day I went in and I shopped at the same one that threw me out with my pot suit on, because the day before they was like, he's got a pot hat, he's got a pot shirt. I wanted to make sure they seen me this time. I was decked out. So anyhow, 2 years later, I'm in Springfield, Missouri, and I get arrested by ticket for trespassing from Wichita, Kansas. They never took it down like they said. They ought to be thankful and lucky that I didn't go to jail and they didn't impound my vehicle and they didn't take my dogs. Because I'd have one hell of a lawsuit against them if that happened. You know what I mean? They should have been thankful, and I asked for an apology at the beginning. Couldn't get it. They couldn't make their security guards do that or nothing. I asked for $5,000. They offered me $500. Then they came up and said, look, we'll settle for $2,500. I called them a couple of days later and said, I'll take the $2,500. And a couple of days later, I find out the deal's off the table. What kind of bullshit's that, you know? Anyhow, I went to one kangaroo court. I had to file an appeal, so that went to another court. And my second court, that judge I liked, and she's going to hear the first case. So I think I got the Missouri thing straightened out. That's defamation of character. Defamation. They want to say that I was soliciting in their parking lot with a sign that don't solicit nothing. It don't solicit a damn thing. Well, why didn't they just ask me to remove the vehicle? Why was I trespassed from said Walmarts? Why can't I come back in your car or on the bus or old folks ride or a rascal or whatever? What do you mean? So it's not my vehicle. They have a personal problem with me. I tried to drop the case just a week ago with this lawyer. I've got it on tape. I told her, look, tell Walmart if they drop the trespass, I'll drop the lawsuits in Missouri. Just drop their stupid trespass and let me be able to go get gas and, shop at Walmart and stuff. They wouldn't do it. What kind of stupidity is that for a Walmart? But yet I can call up and get groceries delivered. I can't walk across the street. Look, yeah, I'm not kidding you. I can't walk across the street and get groceries. But I damn sure can call over there and make them deliver them to me. Because they charge me every month for their stupid Walmart Plus plan. Because I'm a Walmart Plus member. Well, hell, if I don't stand up for my rights, who's going to? Where you say you'd sue to? If I don't stand up for my rights, who's going to? I sued them back in 22 in Grovetown, Georgia, and I won. Okay, so I ran across the snag in Springfield. Big deal, kangaroo court. She wouldn't listen to no evidence, no nothing. She run it like a regular courtroom instead of small claims, and that's not what small claims is. So I appealed it, and now I've got a judge that I think is going to do things right. At least she understands I'm in a small claims. I don't have to do and know like the lawyers do. Just because Walmart brings in a lawyer, I'm supposed to be able to represent myself and get a fair hearing. That's what small claims are about. And if you have a good judge, this is the first kangaroo court I've ever been at that small claims had a kangaroo court. Usually those judges are fair, impartial, like your Judge Judy, Judge Mathis, all that. But that one wasn't, man. She run a kangaroo court. And she knows it. She didn't care. That's why she said, you're going to appeal it. Well, see, I don't know, Sean. What if the lawyers didn't tell Walmart? I wonder if the lawyer told Walmart that I said, hey, all you got to do is drop the trespass, and I'm willing to drop 2 lawsuits against you right now in Springfield. And they weren't interested? That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense at all. I know what it is. It's this one here that I'm getting ready to go file. Like she says, there ain't no case filed or nothing on the trespass. And there isn't. And you can bet I'm going to write up the paperwork and cross every I and T. I'll probably add 3 or 4 pages affixed to it to make sure I tell the whole damn story so it don't get thrown out. And how I want my evidence put in. And how they can go watch it on the YouTube channel or whatever. You're damn right. They ain't gonna sucker me, that lawyer, this time. Besides that, I need to fix my engine and stuff, so 10 grand would be a good little chunk of change. You know what, right? Hang on, I had to check up on some of these. Stone Age on Live. No, I don't think I've had a cologne like that. Hey, Mr. Sean, how you doing? You would come on after I put my pot flags back up. Of course, I wasn't flying no flags today. I got to show an Arkansas State Trooper my license. He thought that was cool as shit. The one city cop, I don't know, for some reason, the state trooper come flying in. He had his lights on and stuff. And they were calling on their radio. I guess maybe they thought that they needed help or whatever. He was just calling his buddy over to check out my name. I think that's what happened. Anyhow, Because I'm standing there talking with him. I'd showed him both my license. It was all cool. And then all of a sudden, the state trooper, is coming down with his lights and siren on down the road and whatnot. And he flips in and comes across the grass right to where we were. They were parked in the street. He's up on the grass. And I'm like, no, they're not eating edibles or nothing. We're just having a chat. It was on YouTube. You can go watch it. It's on YouTube. I don't know where I'm pointing the camera, but you can hear all of it, I'm sure. It was pretty cool. But he said, man, can I ask you to show him your license? And I'm like, sure. Boy, that trooper's like a kid in a candy store. He thought that was just the coolest thing. He come back and he says, man, can I run that can I call that in? And I said, if you do it the right way, and call it in 420 Jim, not Jim 420. And he's, oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. I get a kick every time a cop asks me if they can run because they want to get their dispatcher's reaction, whatever. All the other state troopers are in their cars, whatever, and all of a sudden he's got a 1987 Winnebago Aladdin with the driver 420 Jim, I can see the humor side for the cops. And I like good cops. Good cops are great. Look at that angel I had that called the tow truck for me. I don't hate bad ones. I want them fired. They can do another job, But fire the bad ones, give the good ones raises. That's what I've always said. Just like, unless you have to, use your local guy instead of a dispensary. Local guy don't tax you. Local guy don't take you right to bear arms away. They don't leave a paper trail that's going to take your rights away. So use your local guy when you can. That's just my advice. 420 Jim's worldly advice. Throw a couple of hearts on the screen. Tap, tap. Throw $1 or $2 in my Cash App so I can shower and get clothes done. File a lawsuit on Walmart. Why would you want to know how many dogs I have? I've actually got Jack. He's like half a dog. He's 16 years old. He just enjoys being here. He lays around. He don't do nothing but goes and gets water, food, uses the bathroom. He can't even get in and out of the RV no more. He's hospice. He just lays here and gets loved on. So I've got Jack. Now, he could be with me another couple years with the grace of God. He could be gone tomorrow. I don't know. I'm surprised he's still with me. I really, really am. But I'm blessed. Lilu, she's like 3.5. So she's my main dog. Then I've got one puppy I'm keeping. She's 4 months. And I've got one puppy I'm delivering to a friend in West Virginia. That is the same 4 months. So technically I own 3 dogs and I'm delivering one. And one of my 3 is going to be checking out soon. And that's why I wanted to have a pup. And I'll still have 2 dogs in my life. Maybe 3 if I can't con him into keeping Einstein. Nah, I'm sure my friend, when he sees Einstein and whatnot, they're gonna be friends right off the bat for life. Einstein's a good boy, and Mr. Sean's a good guy. They're gonna get along fine. Good luck. Well, thank you. See, I don't need no luck. I need people to sign that petition. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legal. See, that's what I do. I travel the country fighting for everybody's rights to cannabis and hemp. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, wouldn't you agree? And you can sign the petition. Anybody can sign the petition at 420gem.com. 420jim.com. And, I mean, it's that easy. I didn't think to see if we had Pizza Hut Wi-Fi close. Nope. Maybe. Yeah, it'd be so weak I wouldn't get it. And I'm sitting in the parking lot. Oh, Frankie, I still got swim upstream. It just connected me to it. I forget the password to that one. I'll be go to hell. Hey Sean, thank you for the $5. Hey, thank you, brother man. Thank you, much love, much love. See that? That quick, one of my brothers just sent me $5 towards my food, shower, or whatever. He's the one that I put the cross on the side for. So here's your chance, you know. If somebody's got a couple of bucks on their Cash App, and they want to tell me, hey, go out there and write something on the RV, I'll go out there and on camera during this live and, you know, write whatever you tell me to write. But you have to go to the Cash App and make a donation, and I'll do that for you. So let's see if anybody takes me up on that while we're live. San Diego. Hey, the cool thing about San Diego, I used to come out there in the 70s. Point Loma, Fisherman's Landing. Yeah. H&M Landing, Point Loma, and I worked on the tuna boats there. The Coral Sea, the Vagabond. Yeah. Man, I miss them days. I can tell you some stories about Point Loma and the fishing and all. Right on. And a lot of messages I missed. Let me go through them. Yeah, I don't think she told Walmart that I offered to settle if they just took the trespass up. I don't believe that for a minute. But all this stuff's going to come out in court in this hearing. Every bit of it. North Carolina. I'll be going through the Carolinas shortly. Oh, I'm sorry, Derek. Yeah, absolutely brutal. As long as Jack's not in pain or hurting or nothing, I'm going to give him every day he wants. I mean, obviously he wants to be here with me. You know what I mean? Hey, that $5 is $5, Sean. Thank you. That's a lot. It is. That's a lot. Shit, when showers are $18, cheaper to do a couple loads of laundry than a shower. Some places, depending on where you go, truck stops and stuff, bottled water, a gallon, $3.99. Gas is $2.89, but bottled water is $3.99 at some of them gas stations and shit. It's crazy. Well, thank you for the salute. Thank you for that. Make sure y'all sign the petition. You sign the petition at 420jim.com. No, Biden didn't do a damn thing. Nope, Biden didn't do a damn thing. Trump's talking about making it a class 3, and that's retarded because there's no narcotic in it. He needs to make it like aspirin, Tylenol, tobacco, alcohol. You know, them things can kill you. Cannabis can't. But if he wanted to call it like aspirin and stuff, I'd agree with that. Carry it in your glove box, your console, or your trunk, not your ashtray. I would agree with that. Smoke at home, not when you're on the road. I would agree with that. See, it's easy. 18 and above or 21 and above, whichever it is for smoking. I don't want my grandkids to smoke anything. But by God, if they want to smoke, I'd much rather them smoke cannabis than tobacco. And this is what I do. And this month I'm really strapped for cash because of the breakdown and everything. And China Mart. But I got a feeling in 60 days or so I'll be getting a check from them. Hopefully the check says $10,000. We can hope, right? But in the meantime, I need help getting through this month. I got to find a place that I can park this, so that's going to be anywhere between $500 and $700 for the month. The reason I need to park it is so I have an address so I can get my eye surgery done. I have a cataract in each eye I need done, and if I stay here the month, I can get both eyes done, and I can get the RV done, and I can get the lawsuit done, and I just need everybody to help me this month that can help. And if everybody could pitch in a few dollars, or if there's a sponsor, somebody'd like to put the name of their band or company, whatever, in these windows or something, I could work something out for a nice donation. She surely gets a lot of attention and photographed. A lot. Well, I didn't set up today. I traveled today. I was thinking about setting up over there at Casey's. Good thing I didn't because of the cops thing. I mean, they wouldn't have done nothing except like they did and say, hey, technically it's private property and they can ask you to move on. Hi, back at you. I respect the shit. Hey, hi, back at you. Oh, hey, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. It don't cost nothing. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. You can go to 420dem.com or you can scan that QR. Can't we all just get a bong? If you're in the Wichita area, I'll be around. If you can help out, have a place that I can park, or a friend or something that's got a place that can let my RV park, please reach out to me. Let me know. Maybe we could work something out, you know. Ugh. 420 and Jesus, absolutely. Oh, Michael, everything's well. Everything's good and well. How you doing? How you doing? I'm just on the outskirts of Wichita, about 14 miles out of the city. I was reminded that by a couple of really nice cops today. Casey's. It looks like a road, but it's part of their parking lot that leads to the road or some bullshit. Anyhow, I wasn't going to argue with the cops. They were nice. But Casey's called the cops on me. I mean, I'm way over there on the side, parked, you know, and it's technically it's rough. And anybody else could have parked there for hours and rested, but yeah, a couple young, that just didn't like my RV. I'm going to talk to Casey's about it and ask them why they did that. Because, see, I didn't have my signs out. I didn't have my flags up or nothing. I was just sitting there. Now, if I was set up, maybe, okay, this is our property, but it's marked as a street. I wonder, I'd have to go look up accident reports and see if they come there and if there's been an accident there on that corner and how it was handled. Because if it's wrote up that it's a street instead of private property, then it's a street. But if it's wrote up as private property, then there wouldn't be no accident reports or nothing on that street, right? But he was a good cop. I wasn't going to push nothing. He told me of a place here that's shut down, and unless the owners pop in and tell me I got to leave, I'm good. So no big deal there. And like I say, really good cop. He called in another one. Kansas trooper, and he got a kick out of my driver's license. He said, "Sir, can I run that on the radio?" I'm like, "Yep." What's a bunch of bullshit is, I can't park over there. Even if they don't allow camping, I can't go over there and shop. I can't go over there and get my dog food or nothing. You know what I mean? That's what sucks. And teach them a lesson. What do you mean they got me on notice? They got me on notice for what? What do they have me on notice for? What are you talking about? You have no clue what you're talking about. The cop loved running my name because he wanted to see what his dispatcher said when he called in 420 Jim. A lot of cops like doing that. Getting their dispatcher's reaction or the other cop's reaction. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, the city cop said, "Hey man, would you do me a favor and show that trooper your license?" Yeah. And that trooper's eyes lit up. He's like, "Man, can I call this in?" I'm like, "Yeah, but call it in the right way. Don't call it in Jim 420. Call it in 420 Jim." "Yes, sir, I will." It was funny. Who's letting Wichita? You know how many times I've been to Wichita, and how many times I've been in the news in Wichita? Oh, are you one of them punk trolls? Don or Steve or what, are you one of them punk trolls that think you're doing something? Yeah, you might be setting yourselves up calling them police and stuff like you think you're doing. Yeah, go ahead and do that stupid shit. It's going to bite you in the ass one day. I guarantee you that. You're so stupid, my eyes are brown. What's more bullshit, Michael? Oh, Justin's just a liar. Whatever his name is, Justin, whatever. He ain't nothing but a liar. Hey, thank you, Kaz. Justin's just a liar. That's all he is. I'm glad you finally noticed. I'm glad you finally noticed. Where the hell you been? Under a rock? You finally noticed I was famous? You been under a rock or what? Thank you for telling me that. I've known that for 10 years, going on 11. Let's see, the very first news story done about me was in 2014. So yeah, 11 years ago or something like that. Yeah. Wow. Go figure. Let's see if I get Wi-Fi on my TV out here. That'd be cool. I've been to this Walmart before because I saved their Wi-Fi. Ah, they've got an employee Wi-Fi called something Swim, and I normally get on it. Uh, Yay! Let's see if it connected me. Jimbo the man. Hey, how you doing? Howdy, 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 howdy. Sorry, I didn't see you saying hi. Boy, somebody got a bunch of messages deleted. Who the hell was that? Must be my other mediator working on it. So what the hell are they going to talk to each other about? That I'm a cool guy? I don't do nothing wrong. I mean, what are you insinuating? What am I doing wrong that a cop wants to do anything to me about? What am I doing wrong? They told me I couldn't park there. I thought I could, and I said, sorry, I'll move on. Whoa. You mean the cop the other day, 2 weeks ago when I broke down in Bentonville on the side of the road with my RV? You seen the RV, haven't you? Okay, I broke down on the side of the road with this pot van in a little bitty town of Centerville outside of Bentonville, Arkansas, which is the home of Wally World, Walmart. I was headed to Joplin, minding my own affair and bebopping down the road, and I'm about 6 miles out of Bentonville, going up a little hill, and this thing starts smoking and shuts down just as I get it off the highway. And right ahead of me, don't you know, was about from here to that building was an entrance to a fancy gated community home place. And I'm thinking, oh, geez, it ain't going to be long before the cops come. What the hell am I going to do? It's a couple of days before we get our checks on the 1st, so I was broke. In a few days, I was going to have $1,000, but that ain't going to do no good right there, you know. I'd need 3 or 4 days. And where I was broke down, I knew they wouldn't give me 3 or 4 days. Now, if I was out on the highway or something, maybe, but this was in a curve, and it was right near that. And sure enough, within 5 minutes, the cops were there. And we talked for a couple of minutes, and they told me the best they could do is give me a couple of hours. And I had to have some way to move it, figure out how to get it moved. That there was a spot about a mile down the road if I could get somebody to pull it there or whatever. But we're talking, and I'm telling you, no, whatever. And after talking with me a few minutes and finding, just figuring out who I was and what I'm doing, that I respect law enforcement, that I fly a flag for our officers, that I simply want to change a law, not break a law. You know what that officer does? He goes to his patrol car. He comes back a few minutes later and he looks at me now and he says, I got a tow truck coming. And my heart about sunk, because that meant that me and my dogs was going to be on the road for a couple of days, and I was going to end up spending half or more of my check getting the RV out of impound. So I'm getting ready for the big bad news when he said, Bentonville Towing's coming, and they're picking you up, and they're taking you that 1.5 miles down the road to that area I was telling you about. They're going to drop you off there. You'll be good there for 4 or 5 days. Nobody will bother with you. We'll even check in on you. He said, how you like that? And they're not going to charge you nothing. And I about fell over. So, yeah, there's a lot of good cops out there. And for you to come on here and try and tell me they're trying to set me up and this, that, and the other and whatnot, nah. I don't even respect that, man. We got lots of good cops out there, and we got bad cops. But I gotta remind you, we got good cops out there too. I met one the other day that saved my dogs and me. And he called a tow truck in and called in a favor and said, what can you do for this guy? And they did. They picked me up. They towed me down there. The driver shook my hand, told me to have a blessed day. Didn't cost me a penny. Got it fired up and back into Bentonville and did the heads on it. And now I'm here in Wichita. Oh yeah, she's 1987. She's a good man. I don't know what that is. I don't know how you set up a donate button on here. Cash App. I have a Cash App, 420 Gems, 420 JIMS. I'm thinking about doing a GoFundMe, but hell, I never get nobody on the GoFundMe. It's like a waste of time. Then I got to hook up a bank, so I'd have to get Chime per bank. But it's the $ and 420 JIMS. Yeah, it would help. It would help if people would help me out a little bit. Mr. Sean sent me $5. Like I say, I'll put a sticker on here or something, whatever. Advertisement. Somebody got a band or a message they want to share across America. You know, make a good donation, and I'll put that message on here and stuff. You know what I mean? I'd love to give back to those that help. Yep. I got in bad shape this month because of the breakdown. And I bought AAA too. You know, I got the important things. I got the vehicle running, and now I got 3 100-mile tows if I break down. I think I took care of the important stuff. I'm suffering now the rest of the month because of it, but hey, maybe, just maybe, I'll start getting set up and donations tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. Only the good Lord knows that. He's been taking care of me, so I don't see why he won't continue. I remember back in the day when you could leave your car, your house, and everything unlocked, my friend. I mean, I know what you're saying there. And yep. And the first ones to get you nowadays are friends. Look at the con father. I never did nothing wrong to him. He ripped off Jessica for $400, and when I called him out, he ripped me off for the 11 club cards and played stupid troll sense, making up lies about me. Why? Just an idiot. Just an idiot. He won't tell you the stories about him setting the house on fire with a 16-year-old kid in it and marrying his cousin and all that other stuff, though, will he? Probably not. Leave out the good part about spousal abuse and all. Well, 30 people here. How many of you are on the petition? It'd be good if all 30 were, but I know damn well you're not. At least 20 of you aren't. Go over to 420 Jim, 420jim.com and sign the petition, please. It asks 3 simple questions. If you got a name, address, and email, you can sign that petition. And everybody needs your help. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Sign the petition. I'm basically where I'm headed to for a month. I'm in Wichita, Kansas. Well, I'm 14 miles outside of Wichita. But I'll be in this area for a month. Maybe a little longer. I'll know Monday. Monday I plan on filing a court case, and I should have a court date. I'll be here until that court date. I've got to be in court in Springfield, Missouri, December 10th. So I'll be here until court's done here. And then after that, I'll be headed to Springfield, Missouri. I have to be there till December 10th and December 12th. And then I'll be headed to Florida. Finish the winter out in Florida seeing family, I hope. And then headed north to D.C. after winter. And then headed back out to Arizona next year before winter. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And I just might get a little help from Walmart along the way. We have to see how that works out. But how dare them trespass someone, take the trespass back, and then prosecute them for trespassing? No. You do what any normal human being would say and say, yo, man, we made a mistake. Hell, all I asked for was an apology at the beginning. That's all I asked for. But no, so we'll see what happens here. I can't believe it. They're that stupid and taking it to court and everything. I see an offer coming for probably $500 like they did before. Then, we give you the 20. No. I want to see this one go to the 10 grand. I want to get it from the judge's mouth. They'll probably take the 30 days and not appeal it, but stretch out the 30 days. That's what they did with the one in Georgia. They called me on the 30th day and said, come get your check. I didn't obey. I went to Walmart and picked up my check. Oh, I don't know if the cousin was good looking or not, but hey, that ain't nothing, no shame in marrying your cousin. I mean, it's legal in the Bible. You know what I mean? They talk about marrying cousin and stuff. So I'm not putting shame on that. I'm just saying, hey, not too many people marry their cousin. If I married my cousin, was proud of it, liked it and everything, what was it, Jerry Reed or something did that too, didn't he? I'd tell people I'd be proud of it. No, he hides all his stupid shit. Just like it's kind of funny you mentioned cousin, but not the fact that he set a apartment on fire with a 16-year-old kid in it. That went by. But the cousin thing caught your attention. Isn't that messed up? Underwater space, what's up? What's up, my friend? It's still warm out. Like me, doing the same old shit, different day. I did meet 2 really nice city officers and a really nice Kansas trooper today. They were all on a special live earlier. If you go on my channel and click lives, because there's like videos, shorts, lives, la-di-da. If you click on lives, you can go back every live I've done. They're all in order. There's one I did like 6 hours ago or whatever. That's what it is saying, so many hours ago. I don't think I got to label it yet. I might have. Good cop, attaboy, or maybe I did label it. I know I needed to. But it was pretty cool. I mean, should Casey's call the cops on me and stuff for setting over there arresting? I doubt it, but it is what it is. They claim they own that road. So I wasn't giving the cops no shit. We sat there and talked. And, it was cool. He had his state trooper come by. And he asked me, he says, man, would you show him your driver's license? and I showed him my license, because I showed it to him at first. Then I showed it to the other officer that was there. A real young officer pulled up, fresh out of the academy type, he looked real young and all. It was pretty cool. He thought that was cool. But then when that trooper come pulling in, he's like, would you show that trooper your license? And I'm like, sure. He looked like a kid in the candy store when he seen my license. Can I call that in the dispatch? And I'm like, sure you can, I said, but make sure you call it in 420 Jim, not Jim 420. And he's, oh, okay. Right on. You bet who's laughing their ass off? Hell, I had a cop years ago in a Walmart parking lot. He came by and he's like, man, do you mind if I get a picture of this? I want to put it up in the break room, and said that I saw it for sale in the Walmart parking lot. Oh, I've had all kinds of, yeah. But the cops know I got no hate for them. I want the bad cops fired. I want the good cops to make sure they go home at night and, have a good paycheck and all. So, not even the cops hate me. I'm sure there's a couple that don't care for me, might not like me, but oh well. That'd be the bad ones. We got good and bad and everything. Oh, is that Doug? What do you mean what happened? You mean today with the cops? What are you talking about? Hey, tell your mom, bless her heart. Thank you. What are you talking about, Doug? What happened? What part? Are you talking about the cops? Oh. Yeah. Casey's store, their parking lot is built into part of a driveway, I guess, to a road. If you look at it, there's a street sign, a stop sign, and everything. I'm not going to push it, but I guarantee you that is a city road. And if there was a cop on that corner and there's an accident, they're going to write that up as a city. I guarantee you they're not going to write it up as private property. And it can't be both. But the cop was really cool. I wasn't going to argue with him or nothing. He told me where I could come down and park, probably for the night and whatever. It wasn't one of them that I really cared. It surprised me that Casey called him on me because I wasn't set up. I wasn't doing a damn thing. I was doing my live when I hear a couple of kids out here talking out the window about private property, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what not? And I went out. And they were from Casey's. So I am going to call them and show them that video and ask them, hey, what's that about? I wasn't even doing nothing wrong, And you don't want to call the cops on me? Why don't you at least wait until I do something wrong? But anyhow, the two cops, they were cool. And when I showed them my license, they didn't ask for them. I showed them to them. You know how I like to do. A state trooper come in, and he's like, show him your license, would you? And I said, man, he loved it. Hey, can I call that into dispatch? And I'm like, sure you can. It was pretty cool. They liked it, let's put it that way. They may be a person here or there that don't like my name, my lifestyle, whatever, but I don't care, But there are some cops that like it, and that was one of them. He couldn't wait to call it in. And that's all on my live. If you go watch my earlier live, go to YouTube, and it says videos, shorts, lives. Click on lives, and you can go back every live I've done. Oh no, I've done things wrong in my life. Oh no, I've done things wrong in my life. I just haven't done things wrong like my stupid trolls accuse me of and stuff like that. I get accused of things that I haven't done. But no, I'm no angel. Hell, my biggest downfall in life was being a cokehead for 20 years. But it wasn't a shame doing the coke. The shame was doing it for 20 years. But I worked my ass off to supply the habit. Putting engines in and heads and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I look back at all the money I could have made and made something with instead of putting it in the coke. What a dumbass for 20 plus years. But the good Lord opened my eyes and let me walk away from it. No rehab, nothing. It's just the will. This is my mind, my body, my brain. I'm taking control. I've done that with alcohol, tobacco, and cocaine. And those are three of the hardest substances that man can do that with. That's why I don't worry about nothing. I know we're all on one journey. One journey we're all on. It's death. When you're born, you're going to die. Do what you want to be doing happy today, because you're not promised tomorrow. If you're not happy doing tomorrow, what you're going to be doing tomorrow, you need to change things, because you need to be happy when not, because you're not promised the next day. You're really not. So, I like what I'm doing out here. I'd like it better if I get a lot of people to sign the petition, but hey, I'm giving it one last try. What can I say? Maybe this time people will listen, sign the petition, and maybe we can get something done. But if we don't sign the petition, nobody's ever going to do nothing. Free for Taylor. I don't know what that means. Anyhow, I think I'm about ready to watch an episode of Deadliest Catch and go to bed. I'm going to drive into Wichita in the morning. I want to be over kind of kind of close to the courthouses and stuff. Um, so Monday I can go to the courthouse, but I also want to be parked where people can come see me, tag the RV and stuff. So we'll find a place to park. Oh, oh yeah. Well, a blood sacrifice was paid for my sins. Absolutely. A blood sacrifice was paid. That's why I know my sins were forgiven. Absolutely. I agree 1,000% on that one. Absolutely. I gave that cop my last Jesus figurine, and he appreciated it. Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, I've already had someone help me out with $5. What are you talking about? I am having a blessed night. Hey, I am having a blessed night. You know, I appreciate you. Well, thank you. Most of traveling's over with right now. I got to find a place to stay for a month, get my eye surgery, get the court stuff done, get the valves, or not valves, but the heads and stuff done. Yeah, it'd be all right. It'd be all right. When the good Lord sent that cop that sent that tow truck to take me off the side of the highway when everything was gone, I knew everything would be all right. And here I am. Everything's all right. And it's going to continue to be all right. He's going to keep them demons at bay and stuff. I mean, I'm going to have challenges and stuff. That's what it's about. But he also is going to touch someone's heart. That's going to say, hey, I've got an extra $20 bill, or I've got this, or hey, maybe I'd like to have this put in the window of that. Let me see what I can do to get it. Something's going to happen. We don't always get what we want, but he makes sure that we get what we need. Me and my dogs don't starve. We always had a meal and heat or air. So he's always given us a place to stay tonight. He's always given us what we need. We necessarily don't get what we want. I'd like to have a lot of different stuff, but we get what we need. So I'm happy. Happy, 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 happy. Well, hey, my friends, it is about time for me to get out of here, though. My phone's going low and everything else. Um, I'm only on YouTube. I don't do Facebook. They threw me off. I'm here at noon and 7 p.m. Please subscribe and share the channel. Um, I do have a TikTok channel, but that could be gone tomorrow or tonight. You never know. I do a 420 live on it right now until it gets banned, so you can actually find me over on YouTube sometimes. Or TikTok, I mean. TikTok. Meta. They're taking over TikTok, by the way, in case y'all hadn't figured that out yet. Mark Zuckerberg is the one that got in on the TikTok. I knew that back last year when they did that glitch thing and changed it over. I had some friends that's into the computers and stuff, and they figured it out back then. They said, watch, Meta's going to have it. Everything went to Facebook. And it did. Well, my dogs are calling. They're saying it's time to eat. Right on. Hey, thank you so much, my friends. Thank you for everything. Come join me again tomorrow at noon or 7. Catch me on the old TT at 420. Here tomorrow at noon, and good Lord willing, the creek don't rise tomorrow at 7 p.m. Turn on the notifications. That way, if something happens, I can relay the message. Until tomorrow, my friends, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you, I love you, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow. Peace.